YouTube, what the fuck is up? Today we are greeted in a different location, which is my garage. Why, you may ask? Because my car is cool and I like it a lot, and it's like one of my dream cars, and I got it in 21 years old, and why not? There's my Mustang S550 too. And today I kind of just wanted to talk about sacrifice. I really did want to talk about the motivational component when it comes to my channel. It's something that I don't want to leave out. I'm still trying to navigate what to do with the YouTube channel. And what I always say is that you should just try everything until you figure it out and see what sticks. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're seeing what sticks. We tried the Road to Show, tried motivational content. We're trying some educational content. But today I just kind of wanted to go on a little bit of a motivational tangent for the YouTube. So essentially what I wanted to talk about today was that premise of sacrifice. So when it comes to sacrifice, it's something that I've had to learn, but I didn't even know that I was learning the lesson of how many sacrifices I needed to make until I was really out of it. For example, I pretty much sacrificed my entire college experience, any kind of friendships, social relationships in college, anything like that, I had to completely sacrifice, right? And this was something that I didn't even realize that I was doing at the time, because I was just so absolutely honed in on my business that nothing else mattered to me. Like going from 0 to 1.6 million followers on TikTok in a year, it was a thing that I was like, all right, I need to make this work literally no matter what. And I'm literally just a normal dude. I'm a normal ass dude who just gets hyper fucking fixated on anything and everything. And when I get that little bug, I'm like, okay, this is what I have to do. I have to go all in on this. So not going to parties, not being involved in a fraternity, doing all that shit, it just became obsolete to me immediately. So it might be a little bit easier for me, but bro, I work with so many of my clients who really struggle with balancing the weight loss or things like this when they are trying to achieve their goal. And I just level with them. I'm like, brother, if you want to lose weight at a good rate, maybe you have to stop drinking with your friends every weekend. Maybe you have to stop going to so many family dinners. Maybe you have to, just wake up at a reasonable hour every single day and not fucking doom scroll until 12 a.m. every single night, or later, 1 or 2 or 3. Like, that's what it just comes down to at the end of the day. If you want something bad enough, you're just going to sacrifice for what it takes. And if your goal is weight loss, for example, brother, don't do the stupid shit and just dial the fuck in. Okay? If you want to do cool things, you cannot have balance. Every single fucking person in my life has told me that I need to balance things better or balance things more. And I say to fucking hell with that. Honestly, I've been seeing these things that's like, the anti-hustle culture shit, whatever, or that hustle culture is demonizing. Not if you fucking love it and if you actually find immense amounts of gratification in achieving your goals, right? This car right here, every single time that I get into this car, it is a representation of every late night I stayed up in college when I was working fucking 13-hour days, taking sales calls 10 hours a day, making 10 videos a day, and then taking calls with clients and responding back to all my clients. That is literally a direct representation of every single time I had to say no to going out with my friends, or even talking to my friends, or moving out of college and dropping out. Every single sacrifice and risk that I had to take, that car is a representation of. And I feel so incredibly grateful to be in this position that I am in, but people just don't understand how much fucking sacrifice it takes, right? You need to get this fucking idea out of your head of balance. Balance this, balance that. I will fucking balance my life when I am settled down with kids and a family. Okay? Until that point, there is zero fucking reason for me to be balancing anything. I am 21 years old. It's like 10 o'clock when I'm recording this because I've been working most of the day. Do I give a fuck? No, I'm not going to go to bed. Okay, I got work to do. I got YouTube video to make, and I'm going to put this out this same night. I'm going to go and I'm going to edit it. I'm going to put it out, right? Because that's what it takes. Okay, it takes sacrifice. It's just what it is, right? This is all I think about. It's all I can do. And it also takes, being a little bit risky, right? I mean, this past week, I did a 24-hour live stream with Nuno. Okay, I flew out to San Diego, took a risk on that. We got Clippers for the live stream, took a huge risk on doing that for our 2-on-1 coaching and my other business, FitFo. Yo, it fucking bombed. It didn't do well at all. I had super weird people in the comment section ruin the entire thing. Our 2-on-1 coaching, relaunch, didn't go well at all. But that's okay, bro. Things like that, I sacrificed a little bit of my routine. I took a little bit of a risk and it didn't go well. But that's just a part of this fucking game. If you want to learn or be successful in anything, in my opinion, bro, I gotta fucking fail a bunch. Again, I'm 21 years old. I'm going to sacrifice by making some failures, looking like a fucking idiot sometimes. That's okay, bro. And I'm not going to sit here and be super ultra concerned with myself because I failed once at 21 years old. Who gives a shit? And I encourage you to be the same way because it's so freeing when you look at failure in every single thing that you're doing in your life and you look at failure and you're like, all right, bro, I'm just going to fucking do it anyway. So what if I fail? I encourage failure. When I was on a podcast with Higher Up Wellness, TNF, and Keenan, we were having the conversation about failing. Every single one of them, they were like, yeah, sometimes I am scared to fail. And I was literally the person who was like, fuck no, I'm not scared to fail. I encourage it. And everyone laughed at me, but it's the truth. I really do. I look forward to failing because every single time I'm failing, I'm falling forward. I'm learning something about failure when I am doing it because I think it's so important. Bro, I literally post 10 videos every single day on TikTok to encourage failure. I want to see what works and what doesn't. So when I find what works, I can double down on that and I can do it more and I can post these successful ones to my Instagram and to YouTube Shorts now, which I just started doing. When you can take that perspective on things and you can really understand that it's like, all right, I just need to fail as much as humanly possible and sacrifice some social things, sacrifice some meals out, sacrifice fucking hell. I mean, even talking to my family is consistently because I have fucking work to do. When you sacrifice these things, it all will pay off because I'm learning, and this is my number one priority. And now the only fucking focus and goal is to get my business to be as successful as humanly possible. Get the TikTok to be as successful as humanly possible. The Instagram, the YouTube now. That's exactly what I'm doing here, by the way. I am fully trying out a motivational format. I'm even trying a new background with my car in it to see if it would do anything. That's where I'm at. Because I've looked at other YouTube videos and saw if there was a visual hook in the background, maybe people might be more likely to listen because I have an R8 in the background. I don't know, right? It's things like this that I'm trying, and if it fails and people are like, oh, look at this fucking douchebag showing off his car in the back. I don't know what the fuck I'm just trying. Okay, it's if that happens, it's a try and a fail, right? That's just always what it's going to come down to, is trying, seeing if it works, failing, learning from the failure, going again, failing, trying again, failing, and I'm just going to keep doing it, bro. I mean, that's just the number one thing. I've actually just had this thing that happened to me. I'll get a little bit personal here, where I'm looking to start a new business. I won't say it. And I had some people tell me that it was fucking stupid and that I should quit. And I literally said, if I fail, I fucking fail. So what? What is the worst that's going to happen? I have to go get a sales job? Like, genuinely, my social media fucking crumbles overnight. I have to go get a sales job somewhere and figure it out. Who cares? That's another thing I'll talk about, is just figuring it out. Literally, this is the motto of my life. I go into things which my dad would probably, he always says I should think about things more. Fuck! I just go into whatever, okay? And I think that's one of the main reasons why I am where I am,
is because the fact that I literally have never thought things through a substantial amount, and I just do them because I fail and I learn, and then that's that. Right? If I was the type of guy to fucking think about every little intricacy with everything, I would just analysis paralysis the shit out of myself. I would much rather take action, learn from my failure, and go, because that's an accelerated rate. And that's one of the reasons why I never was good at school, bro. I did decent when I really set my mind to it, hyper fixated. But the issue that I had with it is that it doesn't reward failure in the slightest. You do shitty on a test, right? You learn from it inherently, like, fuck, I shouldn't be doing that. But it's like, now you can be just fucked. And you have to sit there and learn and be so meticulous instead of just saying, fuck it, let me just go try the test right now, see how I do. And I could take the test another week and then I've learned whatever I did wrong. Like, it doesn't work like that. And it was just a system that, didn't really line up well with my beliefs and my set, because I don't really prepare for things. I just fucking go and learn and go. And that's just not what school was. But if there's one thing I want you to just take away from this in general, I really just love talking about this motivational shit. If you can't tell, I've read every fucking self-help book in the game. The one thing that I want you to take away is that encourage failure, like genuinely try everything and anything. And then when you find something that works, double, triple down on it. Just even in your lifestyle, routine, habits, dieting, this could literally be applied to everything. Find what works, double down on it. And honestly, bro, just make the sacrifice. If you have a little feeling inside of you that's like, fuck, I should be doing more, literally run to that feeling, bro. Because that's always how I felt. And I've never been happier because I can feel like I can actually fulfill my life and do the bigger things that I was always thinking about when I was, at a party or doing something stupid, right? So let's go. Let's get jacked. I appreciate you guys for listening to the motivational spiel. And hopefully we'll be able to upgrade the car collection sometime soon. Striker's Garage on TikTok if you want to hear me yap a little bit more about cars. Peace out, fellas.